Lionel Messi is one of the greatest footballers of all time, but what makes him truly unstoppable? Is it his talent, his skills, or is there something deeper going on? Now today we are diving into the mindset shift that transformed Messi's game, a shift that helped him rise above the immense pressure, the setbacks, and the weight of expectation. And this transformation was not physical, it was rooted in something much more powerful: Messi's inner narrative. Now, by the end of this video, you'll have a deep enough understanding of how this can help in your game and how you can make it happen. Now, for those of you who don't know who I am, I'm a mental performance coach to pro players, mainly at Premier League and Championship level. And I'm also the author of Use Your Brain, Raise Your Game, a best-selling book that's available now on Amazon. So let's get into it. We all know Messi's story, his incredible success with Barcelona, winning countless titles, breaking records left, right, and center. But his journey with Argentina, this was a different story. Now, for years, Messi faced criticism. He lost major finals in 2014, 2015, and 2016, with fans and the media questioning, is he able to deliver for his country as well? Now, in fact, after losing the Copa America final in 2016, Messi announced his international retirement. Imagine that. Messi, one of the greatest players ever, questioning whether he should continue playing for his country. But here's the thing, something changed. After stepping away, Messi returned with a new focus, a new mindset. He didn't just come back as the Messi we always knew. He came back with such a shift that I would only put it down to one thing: an inner narrative shift. Now, his abilities have always been without question, but he just couldn't make it happen for his country. But once he U-turned from his retirement, there was a shift, one that allowed him to carry the weight of Argentina's expectations and use it as fuel rather than a burden. Now, his shift was his inner dialogue, and we all have an inner dialogue. We have what goes on in life and on the pitch, and then we have our own internal dialogue, our own internal story of what is happening on and off the pitch. Now, think about yourself. The manager might take you off in a game. Now, you do not know if he's resting you for the next game, or if he prefers someone else, or he just thinks you're having a bad game. All you know is the fact that he's taking you off. But what you do is you have this inner dialogue, your inner story of what you perceive is happening here. He's taking me off. It's so unfair. Poor old me. Or brilliant. I have a bit of extra time now to refuel and recharge for the next game. Now, this inner dialogue that you have goes along with most things that you do in life. And for me, there is no doubt that Argentina's failure at international level and Messi's prominence in that team led to a negative inner dialogue for Messi. But when he returned, you could see something different in him. Messi had stopped focusing on the pressure to win at all costs, and instead, he was focusing on an internal dialogue that supported him, that lifted him and empowered him, allowing him to perform at his best levels for his country in the way that he did for his club. Now, let's break this down into the neuroscience of how this works. Now, when you engage in inner talk that lifts you, empowers you, your brain releases chemicals such as dopamine and norepinephrine, and this boosts motivation, drive, focus, energy, resilience, ultimately leveling up your performances on the pitch. But the flip side, when we engage in self-talk that pulls us down, when this narrative dwells on negatives, makes us overthink, it triggers the amygdala, the part of your brain that is responsible for fear and stress. Now, when your amygdala takes over, it's hard to think clearly. Your decision-making suffers, and absolutely forget about playing well. Now, Messi's inner dialogue, his self-talk, likely shifted away from the media expectation to something more constructive. I'm here to do my best. I'll focus on what I can control. I'll keep growing. Now, this would have calmed his brain and allowed him to perform with clarity even whilst under immense pressure. And fast forward to 2022, after winning the Copa America the year before, he's gone on after years of near misses and led Argentina to World Cup glory. And not only did he win the World Cup, but he also walked away with a golden ball as the best player of the tournament. Now, this wasn't just a story of redemption. It was a testament to the power of Messi's mindset, his ability to silence that doubt around him, to manage the pressure and maintain control over his inner narrative. Now, you may actually be wondering now, how can you apply a Lionel Messi type narrative shift in your game? Now, here are 3 takeaways to doing this. The first one is to master your self-talk. Start noticing what you're telling yourself, especially in high pressurized moments. Are you lifting yourself up or are you dragging yourself down? Replace self-doubt not with just positive words, but words that drive you, words that empower you. For example, instead of thinking, I'll mess this up, think to yourself, I've trained for this, I'm ready. Now, secondly, is visualization. Visualization is always good for you, and visualize success. It is such a powerful tool in shaping your inner narrative. Now, spend time before matches visualizing yourself making smart decisions, scoring goals, or responding brilliantly no matter what is happening on the pitch. This will reinforce your brain's belief in your ability to succeed. And third is to focus on growth. Don't want to be focusing on perfection. Like Messi, don't put all of your focus on outcome. If your team relies on you, this can sometimes be particularly difficult. But shift your mindset towards continuous improvement. Think, how can I improve from where I am now? And this mindset shift will release brilliant chemicals into your brain that support and fuel great performances. Now, Messi's journey to World Cup glory wasn't just about his physical skills. It was about mastering his inner narrative, using empowering self-talk. Here's the thing, you can do the same. You don't need to be Messi to master this inner narrative. So start today by making small changes to the way that you talk to yourself. Catch yourself if you find yourself pulling yourself down. And if you really want to take this further, click on the guided visualization that's popping up right now. This visualization is designed to help you condition your mind to build an abundance of natural and automatic confidence into your game. And also be a great teammate and share this in your WhatsApp groups.